What's up, everybody? Editor J coming at you from MTG Attitude. Going through the last bit. You see me fumbling with stuff over here. I'll tell you all about it in a minute. Going through the last row, basically 3/4 of a row of Tony's Boxo, Michigan, down to the nitty gritty. And, glad to be here. So let's just jump right in. I hope you enjoyed this box. Hopefully we get some more. If not, we'll jump right back into Editor J's collection. Over to the right here, I've got a somewhat accidental book I started to write, or a journal. I don't know what you would call it, but at some point it went from a journal from back in the 90s when I was a kid to this, like a drawn out book full of stuff for the kids. There's 1.5 of them at the moment. I started a new one, or an extension of this. And, there'll come a time when I won't be here to teach them everything that I may or may not have learned through experience of living. And that's not me being sad about it. It's just the ultimate reality of being a human. At some point, I'll be gone. And the kids may want to have something to look into and read, just to maybe smile or remember or just learn any of the things that I may have or may have wanted to teach them. That's real. Maybe things I couldn't tell them growing up because I was under the watchful eye of society, or they weren't old enough, or it's too controversial, or whatever reason, or life got too busy. But it's something they can read. And the page I'm on to at the moment, I just kind of flipped it open, just fell on 54 life lessons to reflect on. So just things that I wrote down, one line that I want to reflect on and think about as I get older. And I don't want to say wiser, because Lord knows I'm an idiot on purpose because it's fun. And just things that I think would lead to a better life, peaceful. And that's kind of what I'm thinking, is the older I get, it's less and less about stuff and more about quality, more and more about peace. I don't really put any more stock into politics or world events or arguments over skin tone and all that nonsense, or identity, orientation, or abortion, whatever the hot topic buttons are. I don't it ain't happening in my backyard at the moment, so maybe it will with my kids, and at that point we'll learn and grow together somehow or some way and figure it out. We'll get through it and do what's best for whoever's involved. But I'm not interested in the fight anymore. I'm interested in peace. For me, inner peace. Enjoying the rest of my life, because there's still a lot to do and a lot to live. And it's easier when life is peaceful and I'm not caught up on Facebook or social media fighting and arguing or blah, 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 doing all that stupid nonsense. I believe what I believe, and you can go F yourself if you don't believe it's the same thing. It's fine. We can still be friends. You don't believe what I believe? I don't care. I honestly don't. And that brings me peace. And you should think about peace too. You're free to believe what you want and be happy about it, man. I believe in keeping that to myself. But anyway, lesson number 1, money will never solve real problems. Money solves a lot, believe me. I wish I had some. Like I said, you guys make magic possible, MTG attitude stuff. Would I love to be a rich YouTuber? F yeah, I would, man. Hell yeah, I would. I'd love to be wealthy. I'd love to not have to go to my job inside this brick building with no windows, sitting all day typing up menus and getting bored. Half the time, 2 o'clock, I'm tired. I'm so tired. I drink like 9 cups of coffee a day. You know? But would I love to be wealthy and not have to go to work and solve a bunch of financial woes, which is how are we going to pay that big, fix the leak in the roof? How are we going to do all this stuff to the house that has to get, the life struggles. It would solve a lot, but it doesn't solve all of them. All right? Life has real problems that only, thought and communication can solve. The real problems of the world, like war, it's caused by money. Some of the biggest problems in the planet are caused by money. Sure, it can solve a lot, but it can't solve everything because it's the cause. Or because it's a human problem that needs human interaction to solve. Anyway, that's kind of like where I'm at in that reflection. Pace yourself. Let your life unfold. A lot of times we're in a rush. You want to grow up fast. You want to rush around and get to your goal. And if your goal is to be rich, you're rushing to get there. If your goal is to be successful at YouTube, you're rushing to get there. If your goal is to be whatever, you're rushing to get there. You're not taking the time. Take the time, man. Let it unfold. As long as you take steps every day, even little ones, you're going to get closer and closer exponentially. Let it unfold and be patient. Life is going to go exactly the way it's supposed to. No matter what speed you go in, as long as you're going there. So just keep going there, and you're going to get there. Seriously. Life is easy like that. Walk forward. Walk towards what you're going towards. Every day. Everything you do. Even if you get knocked back a little bit, keep on walking. And believe me, every single day you're going to get to where you're going. Take it from me. I was a YouTuber for 9 years with like 12 total views. And, through patience and perseverance, I learned how to edit. And then I started doing stuff. And then Dave came along. And now I'm doing a lot more stuff. Do I have my own thing? A little bit. Is it as big as MTG Attitude? No. But I got my own things. And I do it, and I love it, and I have fun. Can't make everyone happy, so focus on you. I think our biggest mistake is trying to make everybody in our lives happy. And, I know you want to, but making people happy, it's their job. It's their job to make themselves happy. Your job to make you happy. And that's when you can share happiness together. That's the key to a happy relationship. You heard it here first. You can't make them happy. You can only make you happy, and they are responsible for themselves. And if 2 people are happy, sharing that, that's when success is had. That's when happiness in whatever relationship that is, friendship, romantic, otherwise. Value your health. Value your health. That's number 4. I don't think I'm going to get through all 54. But value your health. That's something I wish I did a long time ago. And still, to this day. Because I love food. I'm an emotional eater. I'm an addictive eater. I have an addictive personality. I love food. When I get mad, I eat. When I get happy, I celebrate with food. When I go to work, I cook food. I love food. What I don't love is exercise. I used to be really great at it. I was an athlete growing up, believe it or not. I played football, baseball. I was a very good baseball player. I was a decent enough football player. I ran. I can run. I could run. I can't run now because I'm old and fat and my ankles are falling apart. But take care of yourself. You know, you don't want to be 45 and having your ankles hurt for no fucking reason permanently every day. Very valuable lesson. You don't get what you want. You don't always get what you want, rather. Sometimes you got to take the hits to actually get what you want. And it's not always going to happen. And you got to learn to accept that, because that's a reality of life. You don't always get what you want. Technically, that's not true. If you do follow the laws of attraction, when you want, you get exactly the desire of wanting. So, in order to get what you want, quote unquote, you have to be gracious that you already have it. Grateful. That's the word I'm looking for. You gotta be grateful you already have it. And live your life as if you do. And then you'll get it. But if you just want and want and always want, sometimes you're not going to get what you want. Most of the time, you're not going to get what you want because you got to go get it. Anyway, number 6, it's not always about you. People, Dave was mentioning this recently. Some people are just in this cycle of selfishness. Life doesn't revolve around you. Sometimes you've got to put yourself aside and let somebody else have a turn. It's a very valuable lesson, I guess. Not all of these are right. I'm not saying they're right. I'm just saying that's what I think about. You know, these are just lessons or things I write down that I think about. Doesn't make them right. Doesn't make them wrong. Just my brain. What else? There's no shame in not knowing. You don't have to know everything. It is very joyful to learn something new. So don't pretend you know it if you don't. Go ahead and learn about it. Get yourself, what do you call those things? An encyclopedia these days? Oh no, internet. Learn about something you don't know about. There's no shame in it. Love is a choice. You can choose. You can definitely choose to love or not love. I don't know what any of that means, but I wrote it down, so it's worth sharing. Here's a big one. Everything is perspective. Everything is perspective. Everything. Doesn't matter. I know you're thinking, how is everything perspective, Editor J? Because, think about it this way. How everything that happens, everything in the world, in life, war, famine, stub your toe, get fired, car breaks, car crash, whatever. Everything that you feel in relation to it is a reaction. It happens and comes out of you. So whatever that reaction is your subconscious perspective. Oh, my car tire axle snapped, and now I'm never going to be able to do this or that, and my life is going to suck, you know? It's perspective. You got to change the way you see everything. And bad things aren't so bad anymore. Example, you say? I'm sure you're asking me for an example, but you just got to change the way you feel about it. You know, you crashed your car. Well, maybe in 6 months, the car was going to die and cost you $20,000. But instead, some dumbass from Rhode Island rear-ended you, and you're getting a free car out of it instead. You know, I don't know. Anything can, it's all about perspective. Positivity attracts more positivity. Good thoughts bring more good thoughts. Good vibes bring more good vibes, etc., etc. It's not a fairy tale. It's true. I try to live that way every day. I'm not good at it, but I try real hard. Anyway, I'm trying to be funny, but there's, you know, whatever. Sometimes you get a little piece of me. What else? Don't take anything for granted. You know, you're actually blessed to be alive. And I know we take everyone, I know every one of us. Me, I'm not trying to be grand here. I'm no better than anybody else. My shit stinks, just like everyone else. My feet stink. I'm fat, tired. Sometimes I'm lazy. You know? But we're lucky to be here, to be honest. You may think life is tough, life is bad, but even a bad life, so to speak, bad, which is perspective. Excuse me. We're lucky, man. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson said it best. There's been 100 billion people born over the course of human history, with trillions more possibility in terms of the possible humans that could be born based on DNA and DNA combinations and such. A trillion more, hundreds of trillions more humans that could be born that never will, because by the time their combination is met, the world, Earth, will be gone to an exploding sun in some 10 billion years or whatever it is. That's gigantic. You know? That's huge. That's like, it's a 1 in hundreds of trillions of chance to open your eyes into this existence, a conscious existence that knows what it's experiencing. That's crazy. All of this is just an experience. Good, bad, indifferent, happy, great, amazing, rich, poor. It's all just here to live, here to experience. It's literally, we're made up of the universe. Like, I know some of you might be religious, but sure, fine. We're made up of that too. We're made up of the universe, star stuff, God, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. We're made of that. And we're it observing itself for a short period of time that is that has a 1 in hundreds of trillions, bazillions of chance. I don't even know what the words mean, but that's how big it is. That's insane. Don't take it for granted. Enjoy stop and smell the roses. That's what they say. Smell the roses, you know, talk to a tree, pet a dog, hug. There we go. There's another old one sneaking around. Not talking about magic cards too much today, but that's all right. Hug, love, visit, bury the hatchet. Don't stay mad forever. Forgive and be forgiven, you know? Walk your own path. And don't judge. Just be yourself. Do your thing. And don't judge someone else, because they're just walking their path that they have set in front of them. And don't be afraid to veer off the path and shake it up a bit. Let's see. Only you, number 16, only you can create the life that you want. Nobody's going to create what you want for you. No one's going to solve your problems for you. You may think they're going to help you, but it's all short term. No one, no single anyone can help you. Make your own path. You want to be a successful YouTuber? Get out there. Be one. Don't be shy like I was at the beginning. Just find what you like. Again, I'm surprised I didn't think of this 20 fucking years ago. I love Magic the Gathering. And why didn't I think about opening packs on the internet? Well, I appreciate Dave for shoving that thought right up my asshole, because now I can. And I do. And I love it. And I'm going to be making all sorts of other kinds of videos too. I'm going to go back to Editor J's channel, make some tutorials, and you know, we got Jerks and OpenSea Films. We got some video ideas. I'm writing again. Anyway, you got to make that path, man. Nobody going to do the weed whacking for you. So get out the weed whacker and make yourself a life. Just do it. Doesn't matter what the hurdles are, just do it. I'm just going to read through a couple of these with no explanation, and you can make your own thoughts about them. What did we leave off on? Yeah, I know. Develop good habits, definitely. 21 days to make a habit. So if you want to start a good habit, do it for 21 days straight, and then you'll do it without thinking about it. Appreciate the journey, be thankful, be patient, be kind every single time. Even in the face of adversity, especially. Do things that scare the shit out of you. Never, ever, ever give up. That is like my biggest problem, is I don't know how to quit. No matter what. I don't know how to quit. I want to quit sometimes. Some things, not this. Sometimes I just want to give up. But I don't have it in me to do it. Especially not me. There's a fire in there. And you can't. You cannot give up. There's always someone there to talk to that's going to say, look, you got something special about you. You just got to find it and do it. Anyway, stay curious. Never stop learning. It's okay to not be okay. That's kind of cliche. Stand by your truth. Failure is a great source of wisdom. Learn from your failures and you will know how to win. I'm hitting the camera. Don't compare yourself to others. That's your biggest mistake, because everybody's different and everybody's at a different speed. So don't compare yourself. Like, it'd be easy for me to say we could have as many subscribers as Joey Moss, and we're not good enough because we don't. Oh, god damn it, we're good enough. Skadoosh. You know what I mean? We're good enough. We're good enough just the way we are. We love Joey. We love everybody. We love all the channels. We love our community. And we're just who we are. And this is our little corner of it. And we're fine with that. Silence is powerful. Silence is powerful. Don't be afraid to be quiet, because it can scare the shit out of people. Anyway, I'll let you pause it right here. Take a look at some of these general thoughts. A list of 54 things to learn. Just for you. From me. To my kids. And, you know, wouldn't hurt to look at this once in a while when you're having a bad day, because it cheers me up. All right, you guys, thanks for watching Editor J on Tony's big box of crap from Michigan. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Tony, again for supplying this great content. And, you know, pretty soon we'll jump back into Editor J's collection. Thanks, MF Doom, for the suggestion. And I'll see you guys soon. I appreciate you, and don't forget, never give up. And from me, Guy and Dave, let's go!
Evil Dave going out baghead style. Thank you for watching our short video.